I'm gonna reclaim all of this. Take it back with both my feet. So many years passed by while I was stuck in limbo. I felt so stagnant, living life in the past tense. It's time to get back up and turn down everything stopping me now. I put up all these walls, no further I could fall. Could I destroy the town and still come out on top of it all? No more what could have been. We're the war within.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to AMO Wrestling, episode 456. Coming to the ring first, he is one half of the AMO Tag Team Champions. He is Big Saucy.
I come to you as humbly as I know how. Off hell of the drugs and I'm out of my mind. In the meantime, I'ma just smoke this loud. Put the shit on my tongue and the shit is up. Hit a shot of Hennessy just to wash it down. I'm a white prince, got me talking proper now. I got the BT still, so I'm hopping out. Yeah, he without sin cast the first song. So a nigga with a gun, nigga running your home. One dome shot, niggas and never look at them wrong again. Oh my god, on this licking. The car twisted, coming the bitch. Suck on my dick, some of the fun, none of your sister. Come, give me some tongue, get it done. Young fun, yum, I'm twisted. Whatever I said, I don't know what I said, I don't give a fuck. You getting this? You recording this? Are you getting this?
Coming to the ring, his opponent, he is the AMO Wrestling World Champion. He is Big Ounce. As matchup getting underway now, and this is the official go-home episode before 3 cheers for sweet revenge. Right now, both champs looking to get warmed up before their major matches. Of course, Big Ounce will be going one-on-one against Mike Rummy, who has a match later on in the evening. Who won Magnificent 16. Both men nothing but respect for each other. And Big Saucy will be defending those tag team titles with his partner Trey Baker, who has in our next matchup of the evening in a triple threat TLC match against the Carolina Connection and the Race. They have solidified this rock, paper, scissors like mentality with nobody likes each other. And the titles will be on the line. More matches, of course, on the card. But as we turn back into the action going on inside of the ring, Bobby Blackwell sending Big Sauce to the outside. Battle of the two big men. And while they definitely are not the tallest in the ring, they might just be the absolute biggest units of people. A Big Saucy, huge punch straight down to the face as he gets back inside the ring. Oh, now Bobby Blackwell, big ounce, back suplex. And a spin out gourd buster into the pin combination. 2. No, kick out at 2. As Bobby Blackwell doesn't want to play any games this evening. Now taking his time getting back in the ring. Saucy in a daze. Catching him. German suplex on to Big Saucy. The strength on display there. Now flipping him over into the pin. 1. No. Early kick out there by Big Saucy. Possibly pulling off the upset. This match right here could be a main event in a lot of places. Champion versus champion. But as of right now, big ounce bounce connecting into the corner. Big Saucy looks like he could be in trouble, possibly off of his game right now. 1, 2, 3, no. Saucy kicking out at 2. And a big ounce rolling across the stomach. Getting him up on his feet. But no! Saucy getting out of the way. Uppercut. Now missing him with that clothesline into the Irish whip. And this is where Big Ounce can be so deadly. Comboing up into the corner, just throwing haymakers after haymakers. And now setting him up. Saucy pushing him away. Oh, and a bionic elbow. Saucy going straight up for the top. This could do it right here. Splash! 1, 2. And only a 2 count there. Saucy trying to hype himself up. Gotta focus in. You're in the ring with the world champion. As now, Ounce sends him back into the corner. Dangerous position here. And the big Ounce bounce. Once again. The match was up in the air just for a moment, but has come hurtling back down for the 3 count. As Big Ounce shows to everybody just, in fact, why he is the AMO World Champion. He is poised and ready to go to war with somebody he respects this Saturday, as the squad look to rebound in the next match of the evening.
Put him in the guillotine like, oh no, he got me. Hurt, talk shit, get hit. 1 for the government and 2 for the bitch. Hurt, talk shit, get hit.
Excuse me, sir.
Yes.
Your Grace. Is that my flamethrower beside you?
Now coming to the ring first, the other
My
half
lord, please hand me the bazooka.
of the squad, one half of your tag team champions, Trey Baker.
Damn you.
Yeah, get my gun, we bout to rob a Wells Fargo. Cause some bros, we need to get a whole carload. With my dogs, we pull up looking like a car show.
loud. Put the shit on my tongue and the shooting star. Hit a shot of Hennessy just to wash it down. I'm a white prince, got me talking proper now. I got the BT still, so I'm hopping now.
Yeah, he without sin cast the first song to a nigga with a gun. Nigga running your home, one don't shot niggas and never look at them wrong again. Oh my god, on this licking. The car twisted, come in the bitch. Suck on my dick, some of the fun, none of your sister. Come, give me some tongue, get it done, young fun, yum, I'm twisted. Whatever I say, I don't know what I say, I don't give a fuck.
You getting this? You recording this? Are you getting this?
And his opponent, he is the king of father style, the rad dad, John Willikers.
Try not to sweat. Hit somersaults without the net. But this be the year that we won't forget. 1999. Anything goes. Be what you wanna be. Long as you know consequences are given for living defenses. Too hot to jump in jail. Too low to dig. I might just touch hell. Hot. Get a life now they on sale. Then I might catch you a spell. Look at what came in the mail. I'm scared as an arm and hammer. So go grill and a baby mama. Black hair lacking a back of pampers. Stack of questions with no answers. Cure for cancer. Cure for AIDS. Make a nigga wanna stay on tour for days. Get back home.
As this matchup now getting underway, John Willikers has been on a run. Somewhat to blame, as William Reynolds has been ice cold. Somewhat blaming that on John. What he's been doing, but in realistic nature, John has just been doing what he's thought was needed to do to pick up a win, make that impression. And making an impression is what he's done, winning a big fatal four-way. I could put him in a short line for a potential title match very soon. Now, ref to a count of 8. Trey Baker getting back inside the ring. Brings him in for a headlock leg takedown and starts focusing in. As you can just see, the knee. Now holding on for the pin. 2. No, not exactly a 2 count there. And now Trey Baker dropping the fist. I already talked about the situation of the squad having to defend in a triple threat match. It just seemed like they've been off of their game. This was Trey Baker's match to try to win and solidify what they've been doing as a tag team. They are arguably the most decorated tag team here in AMO today. They still have some great feuds, some great matches. It's so hard to keep them down. But tonight, John Williker has that task at hand. But maybe they've fallen off. They lost to the race, and now, with this going on right now, who's to say what happens next at the pay-per-view? John just continuing on, pouring on the offense. He's very powerful, very rooted down. Says he gets his strength from his family. And all of these kids are his sons. It's what you call old-fashioned dad strength. But Trey Baker trying to get that momentum back on his side, but an early kick out there. And now John bringing him into the headlock, into the suplex position, and straight into the pile driver. 1. And Baker somehow finding it inside to kick out early there. And now, pump handle Death Valley driver. 1, 2. Just a 2 count there. Trey Baker still finding that fight deep down within him. And now bringing in some clothesline. He's taken a lot of damage early on and just trying to get that momentum back on his side. Trying to find out if it's possible to do so going up. Possibly looking for that frog splash. And it connects. Holding on now for the pin. 1, 2. Just the 2 count. Setting up what is Trey Baker. Possibly Baker's dozen, getting him up. And it connects. Baker's dozen. Is that enough to pick up the victory? 1, 2. And no. John finding a way to kick out right before it was too late. Punch straight to the gut. Owen going in, takedown, possibly in the ropes, but no, just out of reach, but still only a 2 count there, following that cut and spear straight into the gut of Trey Baker, as Trey Baker still looking to fight on. Clothesline takedown going up, possibly looking for a second frog splash. Can he connect? No! Instead, it was just an elbow. Might have had it locked in. Notice at the last second, but the attitude adjustment. Connects. Flush for John Willikers. And this could be the end. 2, 3. As he will move on to the pay-per-view with all the momentum in his corner and move on into the future as well. The squad now walking into the pay-per-view with 0 momentum. The only thing that they have going for them are the straps around their waist. And with more dominating performances like that, John will have the same shortly as we move on to our next matchup of the evening.
Make a nigga wanna stay on tour for days. Get back home, things are wrong. When I really it was bad all along before you left ass up to a ball of power. Thoughts at 1,000 miles per hour. Hello ghetto, let your brain breathe. Believe there's always more. Don't pull the thing out unless you plan to bang. Yeah, don't leave the bank unless you plan to hit something.
When you were here before, couldn't look you in the eye. You're just like an angel. Your skin makes me cry. You float like a feather in a beautiful world. I wish I was special. You're so fucking special. But I'm a creep. I'm a weirdo. What the hell am I doing here? I don't belong here. I don't care if it hurts. I wanna have control. passion. But I'm a craving. I'm a winner.
Coming to the ring, he is the winner of Magnificent 16. He is the Human Hangover Prince Pre-Game. And the Mr. Natty Light Heavyweight, he is Mike Rummy. His opponent for the evening already in the ring. Based off of his contract mentioning how I can't speak during his entrances to, quote, not deprive the fans of real music, William Reynolds.
Money too, puppies, cute honeys, booty yummy, you a dummy, stupid money, fuck honey. Too hard to get that shit out the bottle. Gravy in the sheets with your bitch full throttle. Gravy at the crib playing tag with some models, and they woke up in the morning just to make me fucking waffles. Gravy train. And your bitch got the loose lips, hey. And my bitch smell like tulips, hey. I don't.
Former champion, possible future champion, getting ready now, going into action. As in this match right now, we have the story of two very different roads, very different people. The contrast of the two part of the story here both have led them to very different positions right now. William Reynolds, very sad, very lonesome, looking to get his life back on the right path. And then on the other side, you have a very different man. You know, you have the horticultural hipster. Then you have, you know, the Human Hangover, both, you know, Double H nicknames. And, you know, one of them will be fighting for the title despite doing all things wrong. And then one man who has been losing a lot of matches despite it, trying to do everything right in his mind. Despite both of these things, there are still some of the elite wrestlers here in AMO Wrestling. And, you know, Saturday off the table, I'm just very excited for this matchup, in all honesty. Like I mentioned, you know, they're very different, but I think overall they're style-wise they're somewhat similar. It's not always the case when you have two opponents like this. But right now, on the outside, somewhat of a stalemate, but now Rummy getting in, spin around tilt-a-whirl neck breaker. And now just working around. This match still kind of establishing itself early on, but now Rummy getting high up in the air. Schoolboy powerbomb into the 2 count. Nearly finishing everything off right there. Mike Rummy, high school legend from what I hear. Probably still wears his Letterman jacket around a little too often. William Reynolds rolling outside of the ring on this one. And now Tiger Suplex. Yes, high school legend Mike Rummy. former high school wrestler, was not very good at all, but had some very entertaining matches. As now William Reynolds going for that small package driver, and now could possibly be looking to capitalize with everything with the Poetry Slam, getting him up, and it connects. Going straight into that pin cover. 1, 2. Just a 2 count. It's the first Poetry Slam of the evening. And William Reynolds moonwalking. That's a very dangerous prelude for William Reynolds, usually meaning something's about to happen, but he's caught. Slammed down into the pin, but no, able to kick out there as Mike Rummy looking. Frick Buster, dropping him down straight on the back of his neck, and only the 2 count there, nearly finishing off the match. But William Reynolds able to kick out, and now possibly bringing everything to his own advantage. The Osaka Street Cutter. 1, but only a 1 count. William Reynolds beside himself. And now getting Mike Rummy, dropping him back, focusing very heavily on the back of the neck, getting him into the corner now, spinning around, connects, side of the temple. They're trying to get him up, and Rummy comes to, but Reynolds still fighting out of everything. Oh, and what a stunner! You know, you can say a lot of things about William Reynolds, but even being as sad as he is, you know, a lot of people get sad, and it brings this sort of sense of apathy to what they do, the sense of not necessarily caring. But despite everything, he's still fighting. He's still showing off. He still has that hint of confidence, that hint of himself, and that hint of himself that shines through is what is going to bring him back to the winner's circle. And he might just be doing this now, locked in submission on Mike Rummy, fighting out of it. It's now Mike Rummy trying to prove, going off the ropes into the drop kick. Trying to showcase what he can do going into his title match against Bobby Blackwell. Now up in the air. Powerbomb once again. Now going in for the pin. 1, 2. And a kick out at 2. Mike Rummy looking for a second Frick Buster. This could possibly be it right here. And it connects, holding on for the pin. 2, 3, no! William Reynolds finding it deep down to still kick out. Now getting him back up on his feet, but William Reynolds taking the back of the knee out and flexing for the fans. William Reynolds, Mike Rummy still working around. Both men now getting back inside of the ring, but Rummy gonna take an opportunity to catch him off guard a little bit. And into a back suplex. Dragging him to the middle of the ring, going for another pin. This one could possibly do a 2 count. But only the 2 count. Big clothesline just straight into the turnbuckle. alley-oop powerbomb. Getting back up on his feet. Catch. Dragon. Suplex. Rummy throwing everything he can. And even dropping the fist onto Reynolds. Reynolds catching him off guard. Into the poetry slam, but no. Rummy fighting out of it, dumping Reynolds behind him, and the ref's going to have to check on him. Might have taken an awkward landing. Seemingly okay now. But now Rummy catching him. Overdrive! He's going to follow that up immediately with a third Frick Buster, trying to end it now. Right off the bat. 2. And still only a 2 count. And Rummy hitting a 4th Frick Buster. Back to back, and it does it. Mike Rummy picks up one more win. He's only lost 1 match in his AMO career. Will he face his 2nd defeat at the hands of Bobby Blackwell? We'll have to find out on Saturday, as we now get ready for our main event of the evening.
New bitch with a nice tan, and she fucking with me cause I'm such a nice man. Goddamn, ooh, ooh, goddamn, baby. We be talking stick talk, we be talking lick talk. Honey's in my pants, looking like I do the crip walk. Blue honey's new money, 2 puppies, cute honey's booty yummy. You a dummy, stupid money, fuck honey. Too hard to get that shit out the bottle. Gravy in the sheets with your bitch full throttle. Gravy at the crib playing tag with some models, and they woke up in the morning just to make me fucking waffles. Gravy train. And your bitch got the loose lips, hey. And my bitch smell like tulips, hey. I don't really do shit, but I'm always with your fucking mama doing cute shit. Cute shit. We're doing cute shit, baby.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is now time for our main event of the evening. Coming to the ring first, he is the Pillar, Kenji Kobayashi. And his opponent,
Shaq, Jesus. Shaq, Jesus.
Coming to the ring now, he is Shaq Hollow.
Ain't smoking no more OG. It was fun and games, now it's back to controlling. Cause I'm a fucking star. Dead niggas all up in my sock. Dead niggas all up on my car. Anger in my thoughts, no trust up in my heart. Told my fucking niggas, it's to the fucking top. Put it on my niggas, I can't stop going hard. I said, pull up to my body shop and get a paint job, bitch. Or don't call this mechanic for the face job, bitch. I hate to be explicit, I need FaceTime, bitch. Why I say bitch so much, let me explain it. It's the only word where I could feel and hear all my anger. It ain't got nothing to do with like bitches. It's just bitch. I live a mob boy lifestyle. Killers on speed dial. Don't fuck with Shaq West. We gon' break your G down. Call that bitch 2K. How she blow me out? Shoot it on the 4K. Might just put the leak out. Hot boy lifestyle. Pull up with them things out. Nigga, I'm from New York. Outside where we hang out. I just hit that poison. Niggas.
Two heavyweights set to do battle. Starting off, Shaq grabbing a hold of that arm. Some chain wrestling going on, trying to figure out each other. It's Kenji taking him down to the ground. Oh, and what a chop. Go ahead and just sending him straight onto the ropes. Is now Kenji picking him up and hangs him out to dry. Once again, leg caught now by Shaq into that dragon screw. Trying to take out the leg and caught into his own dragon screw. As these two men, very similar in a lot of ways. The hype surrounding them. This is a true big fight feel. Now, oh, caught! Power slam by Shaq Hollow. Big moves to come out of anywhere as we see a power bomb. Now Shaq picking him up and tossing him. It's Kenji trying to fight out of this, but not gonna even entertain the idea of staying down for the pinfall, but caught by Shaq Hollow. And now Kenji grabbing a hold of him into that lariat. It's not the lariat, that is a lariat there by Kenji, and now is going to just slam the head into the turnbuckle. Kenji has had a very decorated career so far here. In AMO Wrestling. When you think of that pure wrestling title right now, you think of Kenji Kobayashi. Just hit the brain buster on to Shaq, and now possibly looking to put the nail in the coffin. That lariat connecting. 1, 2, and just a 2 count. Shaq has had a lot of momentum on his side, getting a lot of cosigns backstage and on Twitter. One of those cosigns being Ichi. He has not accepted, he has not taken the respect of Ichi. And believe they're going to have to settle this in the ring at the pay-per-view. But for right now, Kenji trying to assert and earn the respect of Shek Hollow in the ring. As Shek hitting his own lariat, now calling Kenji up to his feet. And Purple Haze connecting. 1, 2. Only a 2 count there as Kenji stays alive in this one. As now Shek just trying to beat in, taunting in the face of Kenji. Going for that Harlem sidekick, but no, misses instead. Arm wrench into that DDT. There's Shek. I don't know if you could say Shek has an ego or if he's arrogant. I would classify what he has as a zeal to him. He's prideful in who he is and what he can do. He represents everything he does on his sleeve. Former D1 athlete. Now just stomping in on the hands of Kenji. Now going in for the pin. Early kick out there. But I think that pride in taking this and just wanting the spotlight is what can honestly get him into trouble sometimes. Taking, cosigns like Ichi's as a sign of disrespect. As now Shek, big suplex, bringing Kenji back inside the ring. Going for the pin once again, 1. But yet again, Kenji just very stubborn when it comes to staying on the mat. Shek fight, Shek. This match right here, very reminiscent of Kenji versus Ichi for the, double titles. And now Shek just trying to lay in everything in on Kenji, much like Ichi did. As Kenji hyping him up on the outside. And Shek just walks back in, face to face, catching him up into the spine buster. Trying to stomp the ground. Now catching him once again. Shek in control of this matchup right now. Kenji trying to get back up to his feet. And now in the corner looking to spear him out of his boots. 1, 2. And Kenji still kicking out. And you can see Shek frustrated. Frustration left an open door for Kenji to get right back in this matchup, as now slowing down the pace, trying to get everything back on his terms. Just might be what he needs to pick up the victory. Getting him up, jawbreaker. But now catching him, no, into a flatliner. Kenji with the huge reversal there, now getting him up. Oh, no, not going to be able to connect with possibly that brainbuster or burning hammer. Instead, Shaq knocks his head off with that clothesline. And now holding on for the pin. Almost picking up a 3 count. So now Shaq into the head scissors now. Just think about the leg strength that requires. You're essentially deadlifting somebody and just bringing them over your entire body. Just slamming them back down on the mat. It's one thing that makes Shaq so different. It's not only that he does moves like that, but the fact that he just simply can pull off moves like that. Some people can't even pull that move off. They're simply just not strong enough. As now Kenji throwing in chops, trying to batter Shaq any possible way he can, getting him a brain buster for the 2nd time. Trying to get him into the middle of the ring, looking for that pinfall now. 1. No! Shaq with a kick out that I didn't think was possible after what he's been through so far in this matchup. And now going for that lariat, but no, misses Shaq. Scouting that lariat, but Kenji sending him straight into that turnbuckle. Back up on his feet, getting Kenji air raid crash. And now the ball and elbow drop straight into the chest of Kenji. Kenji has got to get back in this somehow. But now, rolling to the outside, temporary solution to a problem that will not get rid of itself. Instead, Shaq gonna chase him out there, getting a power bomb straight down onto the mat. Kenji getting him up. Oh, and spinning around into the sidewalk slam. As both men have got to get back inside of the ring if they're gonna finish up this matchup. And Kenji sending Shaq inside. He's got to get back inside and capitalize for himself. Setting him up. But oh, getting away. And now Shaq. Big clothesline. Finally connecting on his own. For the 3 count. As Shaq.
Shaq Jesus. Shaq Jesus.
Solidifies his name even further. We just look back at what happens in this matchup. So hard hitting. That is what Kenji and Shaq do so well. And if you don't talk nice to Shaq Hollow, don't talk to him at all. As now Ichi coming down to the ring. As now Shaq trying to leave before he does so. No! Kick below the belt. And Shaq with some final words. And we'll see you guys this Saturday for 3 cheers for Sweet Revenge. What just happened?